Hi grade 11s, welcome to this video. Today we'll continue with interpenetration and development. You are given a hexagonal prism that has been made to fit around a square prism. So both shapes are regular, meaning that they are all sides are equal. So I'm going to get started with drawing what we are given. As you can see in the question, we are given one length of we are given the starting point S. So I'm going to start here and we are told that each side of the square is 42. So in order for me to draw the square, I'm going to use half of that to draw a circle. Then I'll be using my 45 as well. So half of 42 is 21. I get that. And just make sure that it's sitting on 21. Okay, then it's 21. I pin it to point S, then I draw my circle in construction. Then I'm going to take my 45 and draw a tangent around the circle. So there is my square. Immediately label it so that I don't forget. And then I'm going to go about 10 millimeters up. Get my XY line. Then I will project to draw the front view. So all that is still in construction and we have a height of 66. I'm going to mark 66 there and close off the top. Then in here, we need to draw the hexagonal prism. Each side of the hexagon is 22. And in order to get started, we need to measure 11 millimeters down. And I'll get there. Then each side is 22. So I'm going to measure 11 from the center to each side. 11, 11. Make my line a bit darker. Once I've gotten that, I come here, take that 11, that 22, place it on each end point of the line, and draw an arc like that. Once the two arcs intersect in the middle, I draw a circle. All this is in construction. Then I place it around, I place my arcs around the circle, which should then get me 6 points. So here, 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 and then here and there. Then I'm just going to just prefer using the small protractor because it's small. And it's just quicker to draw with it. So here I'm just joining my points. So there is your hexagonal prism. Then I will just finish off the square prism here. So there, then I will just label it and label the square with A and C here and then D here. Then I'm going to just go around labeling the hexagon. Then I will project it down, complete the top view. And then it has a height of 38. So we have 40, 39, 38. So this is the given. Now we must draw the left view, which shows the curve of interpenetration, about 10 millimeters out. Label your XY1. Your 45 set square. Here's your line, then you project. So before I project, let me just finish off here. So I didn't bring down 5 and 4. And they must be shown. And then I will complete it while labeling it, just so I don't forget. So I have my 6, 1 and 5. Then I have my 2 and 4, and I have my 3. So I'm going to project all of my points there. Then I have my square here, take them all to the XY. So let me extend this. Then once that is done, I can now project up and the bottom. So for the square, we can see that we have our A here, our B, D, and C. So that is for our pipe, which is the square prism. Don't want to close off that side yet. And then for our hexagonal prism, we know that all of our lines, all of our points will be meeting with this line here. So we need to now be projecting them to the side. So we will have a point there, a point there, and another point here. So here we have 5, 4, 6, 3, 1, and 2. Now it's time to get the development points and then draw our curve. So this is where they are interpenetrating, where they are touching each other. So you look at the top view for that, and then you will see that in the top view, we have 2 and 4 touching at 2 and 4 and 1 and 5. They are all touching it here. So you will project that. Then where your 2 is, 2, 1 here, you have a point, 5 and 4 there, you'll have a point there. Then 3 and 6 are also in line and they are touching the square prism at that point. So you project that up there and you can see that 6, 3 and 6 are here, which is in this middle line here. So these are your points. You can now easily join them. Just align it, then making sure that I take it back. Same thing this side, align. Then there it is, but don't forget that this is a hexagon. So that means you'll be seeing two sides of it sitting like this. So that means you need to outline 6 to that point, 6, 3 to that point. Because you're looking at it from there, you should be seeing two sides. So this and that. So that is your interpenetration. Then now the third part of this is to develop both surfaces of the prisms. So we have the development of the square prism and we must also develop the hexagonal prism. I will start with this one, I'm going to develop it vertically. So since I'm developing the square prism vertically, they didn't specify once again where is our seam. So I am going to assume that I will choose to open it up in the middle. That's just my safest choice because that's how I understand it. If you feel like you can open it anywhere else, by all means, please do that. As long as it wasn't specified, you're not forced to develop it from the middle. So I will be developing it from here. So that means I'm going to go from A all around, then back to A. So I need to get my development will be starting here. So I just wanna I'll project this top part just so it gives me a clear starting point. And as I've mentioned, I'm starting to develop it in the middle, and my middle point is here. So I'm starting at A, going all around, then back to A. So this is my A. And then remember, for the development, we need to use true length and true height. So for the true length, I come to my square. It is given that it's 44, that each side of the square prism is 44. So you put your compass at any side. It should be 44 still. Any of them, they should be equal. Then because it's a square, I'm going to mark 4 points on my development. So that is my 4 points. I will then extend them. Then label it. And back to A. So as you can see here, when you're looking at the top view, we always have to use the view that shows all the points of interpenetration and that has the true lengths. So our top view has that, and you can see, as I've said, I'm developing it in a clockwise motion since I'm opening it from here. So you can see that when you go to B, AB, in line AB, there are how many points? There's 1, 2 before you actually get to B. And I need to make those points. So I'm going to go from A to this point, which is 1 and 5. I'm going to come here and mark it. I'm going to B, remember that. Then you can measure it from here to there. I just prefer going again from A since I've already made a little dent there. From A to 6, you come to your development and then mark your 6. So here you have 1 and 5. Then this will be your 6. Then you can extend those points up like that. Then you'll see that you eventually, after 6, you get to B, which is here. Then you go straight to C. There's nothing here. Straight to D. There's nothing here. Then going back to A, you do have these lines, these points again, which are in line with them. So once again, from D, so I'm going to go from D to 3, which is here. Then I come back here, D to 3. I make my mark, then go back D2, 2 and 4, D to 2 and 4, and then lastly will be your D to A, which will be your D to A here as well. So now you can, so this was D to 3, D to 2 and 4. Then I have D to A. So you've gotten your points vertically. Now to get, remember when we are opening it in the middle, we're going to have holes that look like this here. So we need to now create that on the sides, because you can see that it's on line A, meaning on each line A, we need to get that. First, let's get our true height, which is 66. Then we have to take it and mark it there. Oops. Then you bring it down. So there are no holes on the sides, but then here where A is, there will be holes. So I'm going to extend my 3 and 4 as well. Then I'm only going to do it for the one side, then I'm gonna project the points down. So I'm going to start there. We need to get our height, so we can see that on line A there, with regards to our height. Let me remove this thing. So you have our height from here to here. Then I'm going to mark it from A. Then I'll project it to the other side. There. Then we also have the distance from here to here, which will form the hole. So I'll just take it, measure it like that. Just want to see how long it is. It's giving 19. But even you just have to take your distance and measure it. Then once I have measured it, remember we are only focused on what's happening in line A. So in line A, we have this distance from here to here, which is here to here. Then from that point, we need to mark 19 twice. And the remainder should then be this height here. So I'm bringing the ends to the other side. Then we have and then in this empty space, that's where we now need to get our points. So we already know that from here we have this line, this line. Then we have from here to here, which will be this line. Then it will be taken to there, then back. So let's see, that's how it looks like. And we repeat the process. The bottom here. So that is your development of the square prism. Now for the hexagonal prism, we will just develop it down here. So I will open it up from 1. So we'll open it up from 1, going all the way up until the 6th, then back to 1 as well. So I will just draw a line here, since it's already starting here. Then this will be my 1. So once I have gotten that 1, I can go and take the true length. Once again, you get your true length from the view that shows the shape as it is. So if it's a square prism, the one that shows the square, hexagon, the one that shows the hexagon. So since it's a hexagon, I'm going to mark 6 times. So this is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I will extend my point and just erase these lines. This one still looks a bit dark. So you label it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, back to 1. So this is where we are working here. So for this one, we will get our height, weight, interpenetrate. So as you can see, we'll start here at 1. So that's where it interpenetrates. Then I'm going to go and make my points at 1. But you can see 1 is also on the same point as 5. Then 2 and 4. So these points are in line. So thereby 1, 2, as well as 4. I'm getting my points there. And then 3 and 6, same thing. 3 and 6 are in line. So I'm going to go to 3. Then I'm going to go to 6. And then make my point. And then you see that when you go to from 1 to 2, there's this point that's also, you can see it. So from 1 to 2, it's touching this point here, or this line AC, which is this, it's touching this line A, because C there's nothing. So it's touching line A, B, here. So when you go to 1, it's touching there. Then you go around. Then when you go from 4 to 5, it's also being touched here, which is these 2 points. And we also need to show them. We need to show them in the development. And those points are between 1 and 2 and 4 and 5. we need to show those points. So what we do, since it's between 1 and 2, half of that line is 11. Between 4 and 5, half of that line is 11. Project that point up. That point is your A. Remember, it's touching line A, not C. This is your A here, your A once again. Then you're just going to put your pin here and go to A and get the height. So all points must be shown in order to get the right development. Then you mark it at A. Then you mark it again, A, and all those points form your development. Now you can start outlining the main ones, the outside first. You outline the outside first. So once you've outlined the outside, you can use a B line to get your folding lines. Oops, it's not straight. Then you will leave line AA just in construction. So this is your page answered. This is the development of the square prism, which is your main pipe since it's the bigger pipe, and then the smaller pipe, which is the hexagonal prism. This is its development. I hope that this video helped you, and I will be seeing you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching.